Hello and welcome to Living with the Landspeeder, Chapter 47, where we Star Warsify Disney parks one attraction at a time. I'm your host, Ryan. Go about my good pal, Katrin, and my other good pal, Derek. It's been a while, fellas. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh, worse. We've had some people out of town. We've had some people sick. But we're all back here. The three of us, the three amigos, are back.
Three caballeros.
Hey. It's almost the what is it? Macarena. Thank you. I kept having other words in my head. It wasn't working.
Yeah, maybe once you did that, I was like, oh yeah, we're in.
Wow. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should be watching on YouTube because we were dancing.
Yeah, Katrin was dancing.
Yes.
And it was beautiful. I loved it.
Yep. So how should we start this with the three amigos? Who would be who? I guess that's a good way.
I'm D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan? What are you talking about?
Oh, that's the Musketeers.
No.
I'm Donald Duck. That's the caballeros. We're all off. We're all off base.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. What are you doing to poor Grogu?
Drinking out of his head.
Beeline Creative, not sponsored, but
yet
should be.
Talk to them. Will and deal.
We might have to be a little more consistent on our recordings. Not once a month.
I did do a live event with Star Wars Jedi Chat with Ron and Nick, and they were live from Chopper, which is my favorite bar in Nashville, and it's a robot tiki bar. Yeah. And a lot of the drinks are themed after Star Wars, and they have tons of Star Wars mugs. And it was very depressing being live while they were sitting there. Yeah, and I'm sitting here in Iowa.
Hey, well, you just got back from Disney. You went on a cruise.
I did.
I'm just sitting here in Texas, so there we go.
I mean, yeah, I was doing all the things. It was
how
great.
was your Disney trip?
Disney trip was phenomenal. Out of the 3 days that I was in the parks, 2 of the days I didn't do a ride.
Whoa.
And it was amazing. Like we went to Magic Kingdom and didn't do it. Well, I mean, we did the People Mover and Carousel of Progress, which I guess it's a ride, but like that to me is,
less stress.
Right. And it was just more about just hanging out and having fun. And then Epcot was incredible. Of course, we just hung out, went to Communicore Hall. I got to see the inside of that for the first time. It is not, it's getting better every time. It's not nearly as bad as I was expecting. But then also I did a video on my travel channel about what I think they're going to do. Or I did like a little segment in one of the videos because they've got 6 rows of moving fixtures, moving light fixtures. And each of those has 11 lights in it. And because, or maybe that was 11 rows of 6, whatever it was, 6 of 11, 11 of 6, whatever it was. But they can do so much in there. And they're not even using those lights other than as spots right now. But those are like full on stage production lights. So, there you go. See, Ryan's got it. So I think they've got something else up their sleeve. But if I thought it felt nice in there, it was really, really cozy. And the music was good and the graphics were good. And then, of course, the last day I went and I made another lightsaber.
Wow.
My 3rd one. And this was the special edition, the limited edition, reclaimed and reforged. And should we see it?
Sure.
We should.
Hold on. Let me.
For those listening, there's now a lightsaber on the screen on
an
YouTube.
unlit lightsaber.
Yes. So like some features that I love are like the red and the blue dots, very R2D2 kind of
world. That's so
and then the emitter is super amazing. Now here's one thing that this one does that I don't know that any other ones do. So if you take the kyber crystal out like so and replace it with an I Am Geek Kyber crystal. And any kyber crystal at that. But it's even better with an I Am Geek Shop one. But here's what's really cool with this one. Because of the way that it's done, it actually shines through.
Oh, wow.
And let me tighten it because it not only does it shine through in the middle, it does on this band right here. So
very cool. Yeah,
that's awesome. Let me see if I can kill the my key light so you can. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah,
mine just does that.
Yes. Well, maybe I should just do the show like this. And then also, I noticed that even with the same kyber crystal in my first gen lightsabers, the sound is different. It's very much more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really like this lighting. I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the right one. There we go.
Can someone hold it up above my head or over here?
I wonder where Disney thought about making the crystals shine through the lightsaber.
I don't know.
I don't know if anybody has one of those that they've had for years.
No idea.
Yeah, I made mine a long time ago. Mine's a little bigger though, so you can see the whole crystal.
Yeah.
Mine's bigger.
So was the experience the same as you remembered it from when you got the lightsaber? Did it change that at all?
So the first time and this last time were very similar. The second time was pretty different. Not pretty different, but it was different. This one had a few differences, but the actor or the cast member that was doing the main part was really good. And I have a full video, just a build video. So our good friend Meg from Painted Tusk actually built it for me so I could film it. Which, third time doing this experience, and I'm still like in tears by the time I walk out. It's just so incredible. But the guy was really, really good.
Good.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
It seemed like, because I watched your video.
Thank you, sir.
What's the name of that channel? Let's Be Frank.
That's Let's Be Frank Travel, because just Let's Be Frank is a political channel. We don't want any of that. You can find it at thederekfrank.com.
Yeah, awesome.
I noticed they added, I mean, it's been a long time since I've done it. It seems like they added, when they're talking about lightsaber colors, they added some different characters. They talked about different characters.
I think they added some extra ones.
Yeah, I think they did.
And I think different cast members might do different characters a little bit, but this guy was really good.
Yeah, he was like, and if you get the red, like Darth Jar Jar. No, he didn't say that.
I would have lost my mind. Yeah.
All right, so behind the scenes footage or stories. So when I watched the video, she's picking the stuff out. Did you nudge her to certain pieces that you wanted, or did you just let her pick?
Yeah, so ahead of time we were outside and like I was like, yeah, I'd really like, but before I even said like I'd really like that one, I was like, which one would you pick if it was you? And she was like, oh, I don't want to say. I'm like, no, for real. And it was like that one. I'm like, that's exactly what I want. So like we were very much in the same field of like what we wanted. And then, a couple other people in our group did them. I think I haven't seen anyone not use this emitter from that set. Like, if you're gonna do it, you have to. It was kind of like the Rancor tooth with the first gen element of nature. This is by far the coolest looking one. It's a blaster. Just wonderful.
I like yours. I like the other.
There's a couple other
the other sleeves pieces.
Yeah. And I was between this one and one other one, but I've always liked the rubber grips on them, just because I like to spin them around. So
very good.
Yeah. So Megan and I did, talk ahead of time, but when you get in there, things change, because that was the other thing. It's like, I was like, what color do I do? Like, I'm a Sith, but I had already done red and I had already done purple. So I was like, well, do I do red again? But then I was also like, okay, well, Meg, what would you like? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And so we decided on blue.
There you go. You're a Jedi.
No.
Yep.
No, because I did that because I have the Dooku blade, the Dooku Jedi blade, which is blue. And then
there you go.
Nice.
I like it.
Yep.
I hope one day I'll get back to do it again, because it's such a fun experience. It's very cool.
So this is a dumb question, but is the voice I know it reads the chip to get what voice it is. So is that all programming on the saber itself that when you say it has new voices, or is it a new kyber crystal that you're having to get?
So the kyber crystal, I got one somewhere. The kyber crystal has a chip in it that has a code on it,
Right.
and basically, the saber or the holocron or the wayfinders, read that code, and so everything's stored on the actual thing,
on the device, right?
On the device, not this. So that makes me wonder.
So that has to be the device for sure.
Has different,
but
they're not maybe a better speaker,
right?
Or on the new one.
I guess my question was more of it is not. It's not new kyber crystals. It's the new device that you're getting, right? Or did you?
Yes, there are new kyber crystals, but this is my very first kyber crystal. So that red was like the first one I got.
Yeah.
But yes, so Ryan has the new canister and the new crystal.
So that's the new version 2 crystal canister.
Well, and now there's 3 different reds, but also so like you can get just a plain red, you can get the black crystal, and then you can get the cracked one. So there's a lot more options. And I've also heard, Ryan, didn't you say that like there's different voicings and different colors too? So like if you put it in the hologram.
So like this one, the blue ones for the new one can be either Cal Kestis, Plo Koon, or maybe one other one. And then in the old ones, you had Obi-Wan and Luke in the blue. Green in the old one was Yoda, Qui-Gon. I mean, the new green is Luminari, or however you say her name, and Luke Skywalker green version. So yeah, each color has multiple voices, so it makes you want to go buy more, or you could go to I Am Geek Shop on Etsy,
get whichever one you want.
Whichever one you want, and they look
all of
a lot cooler.
And you don't have to buy 30 of them hoping that you get the one you want. You just
pick the one you want.
Shop, get the one you want.
And now we have a set that you can take apart and do all the colors in one set.
And we also went to Oga's Cantina, which was wonderful. I had a Gamorrean beer and got to have a good conversation with my good friend Vi.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, she stopped over the table and we were right in front of DJ Rex, which was really cool. So we were raging out, and also like it's really hard to go to Oga's right after doing Savi's workshop because like you're on this major high and you're just like. So it was like this euphoric.
So I was inside there.
Yeah,
I've never seen her inside.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh,
really cool.
There's thirsty.
I was
bringing back the interactions.
Yeah, they definitely were. There was a lot of stormtroopers out. Chewie was out a lot, but like walking through the crowds.
It's because of Epic Universe.
That's it. But hey, bring it on.
Yeah. Hey, but you know, I saw that post that one of the guys from Disney, I don't know if it was like Disney Parks or posted saying like, congratulations, Universal and Epic Universe. This is only going to make all of us better and make tourism better for Florida. Like, that's what we need. We need Epic Universe to be great so Disney continues to be better.
Did you know, speaking of walk around characters, that originally there was supposed to be a different stormtrooper walking around? And he was a Batu mountain trooper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they actually made an action figure of him that you could buy at not in Batu, but in the Star Wars shop at the other one in Hollywood Studios. And his armor was different to make him more like where he could move around, and he was going to be part of the stunt show.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars shops, the Star Wars shop in Disney Springs is closed. The big one. Not there anymore.
So this is the second time they've done that.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Walking in the rain, and the bus was on the where the bus drops you off was on the complete other side by Cirque du Soleil. So I went in the one's super tiny, the one next to Marvel, and then walked all the way down, and it is.
Wonder why
guns? I don't know.
They got rid of it for a Christmas shop or Christmas, like a Santa Claus thing, and then they brought it back. So I guess they've gotten rid of it again.
I was pretty upset because there was like they always have really cool, unique merch, especially like Sabak stuff and like different games and pins and patches, and I like that stuff.
They want you to go to Galaxy's Edge.
Well, there was one time we went it was like a June or July trip, and it was just we went to the parks one day. So we went to Magic Kingdom, but we were staying at a resort, and so we went to Disney Springs, and we got to go to the Star Wars store, and that's where my son bought his lightsaber, and it's like it was a good experience because we didn't get to go to Batu that trip, and that's sad that's gone. Maybe it'll come back.
I'm sure it will. I can't remember. Actually, I don't remember if they had signage because it was raining and I was pissed. I was not happy. I was like,
man,
I don't know what to do with my hands.
You cover your head because it's raining.
Yeah.
You hold your umbrella.
I didn't have one.
I figure.
It's all me. It's all me. But no, overall, it was absolutely incredible trip. I even after that, I took the Brightline train, which also was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Took that down to Miami and had to jump on the Lindsay Sterling cruise where I was working artist relations. And it was an interesting cruise. I had fun, but it was interesting. And I even took my lightsaber out on the pool deck one night at midnight and there's no one there. I was the only person on the pool deck.
Is it waterproof?
No,
you didn't have to find out.
No.
Good.
No. I wasn't in the pool.
Didn't fall in or anything.
No.
So
But it was funny, when I was going onto the ship, and I was going with staff, but even still, they're like, "What is this?" And I was like, and they're like, "Is this a prop?" I'm like, "Yes, it's a prop. That's exactly what it's a prop." But then it was also interesting. I was a little nervous going through TSA I flew out at Fort Lauderdale, coming home, but I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they see these sometimes, but not like what you see in Orlando. So I'm like, are they going to give me a hard time? Should I have checked this? What's the deal? And I go through and the lady's like, whoa, is this one of those lightsaber things? And I was like, yeah, they do the test. They put those test strips on it and make sure it's not a device that you're not supposed to have. And then she's like, can you turn it on? And I was like, oh, totally. And then 3 other TSA agents can I hold it? I was like, yeah. Then it just kind of became a thing. And I was super early for my flight. So I was like, yeah, go ahead and swing it around. So we're at TSA in Fort Lauderdale. And he's like, it was so cool.
That's good because some places are cracking down. I've heard airlines are cracking down and saying no lightsabers on board.
Well,
you have to be checked.
Yeah, I remember when I flew to Vegas, they were talking about how they're counting your personal items more closely now and all this stuff, and
of course they are
really cutting back on all that. And this is Southwest too, where we already know they're making a lot of changes. So
yeah, I got my last Southwest flight, maybe ever. Who knows?
Yeah, me too. Anyways, well, I'm glad you had a good trip.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Did you get any popcorn buckets or sippers or anything?
Oh no. So
I'm sorry.
They had the one thing I love all popcorn buckets because I have a ton, but I didn't have space and I didn't feel like shipping them back. And I could still get. I probably will have a friend get me the Tauntaun and the Death Star, but I really wanted the coaxium sipper.
Yeah, I do too.
And I walked up and she goes, I'm so sorry we sold out of them this morning. And I'm sold out, you're going to restock them later. And she's like, I don't think so.
Man.
Now, I have heard they have restocked sometimes. Sometimes.
Well, she didn't want to get your hopes up.
But not very often. And
So
that's the only one I really want.
I'll see if I can design one and we can just I want that one. Oh, well, never mind then.
You can design one too, but I want that one.
Just saying I designed
one.
I want it.
I'm an adult. I have adult money. I want it. I'm a grown man.
Let's do some news and then we'll get into what we're actually.
We interrupt this program for an urgent bulletin.
Go watch YouTube. Go watch YouTube. Is that Sasquatch?
Not all Wookiees have to look like Chewie, okay? We've seen the Christmas special.
Can we do it one more time?
We can, yeah, we can do it one more time.
We interrupt this program for an urgent bulletin.
Why is Darth Vader growling?
It's so good. Like
It is. It's great.
I made that right like as we were getting the show ready, and yeah, AI is just getting wonderful. I love it.
I wish that could just be us. We
I
could just
know.
be AI characters, and
I
they
could
would
do
be our
that.
voices.
Oh, I could do that.
That'd be fun.
I could totally do
I
that.
Whatever ride we're doing that night,
Yeah.
if that's
Yeah.
what's on
We could
screen.
probably use AI to make the whole show. Yeah.
Oh, totally. If only. I
Who
mean,
needs us? I'm out of here.
I mean, I know it's a kind of a dumb idea to use AI to
It's pretty
make our
dumb.
ideas.
Yeah. All right. Well, in Disney news,
It's terrible.
I think there's
Not,
some Star
not
Wars.
something a creative person would do.
No.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
I'm sorry. Is there much? Is there any Star Wars news?
Star Wars news. Well, they're talking about who's going to replace Kathleen Kennedy, right? The news right now.
Yes, and I've got a problem with this.
Uh-oh.
Because-
no, shocking.
But well, here's the thing: the reasoning I have a problem with. So the two people up for it supposedly are Filoni
Yep.
and some lady that's some executive TV producer.
Some lady.
I don't remember her name.
Begins with the C.
I don't remember her name.
I mean, I gotta Google it. Connie. Connie.
A lady
Honey-
that's a TV producer. And the reasoning they're saying maybe not Filoni is, and this is the reasoning they gave, and this is what irks me in the thing. They're saying he's too deep in the lore, and regular people won't understand what he does. In other words, he likes Star Wars. He likes Star Wars too much, so maybe we shouldn't have someone that likes Star Wars be in charge of Star Wars.
So, Carrie Beck. Carrie Beck is the vice president of live action development and production for Lucasfilm.
Oh, okay.
Right now. So I talked about this last night on Star Wars Jedi Chat, and we had, of course, Ron and Nick, and then Mike, the guy who loves Star Wars. And Mike is like the insider of insiders, and he was like, he thinks it's going to be two people, and that would be Filoni and Carrie Beck, where Filoni can be more of the creative side, and she can be more of the business side.
I would like that. That's the way it works the best.
Yeah, and I brought up the the Eisner and Frank, and yeah.
I just thought it was really funny that the reason they gave Filoni wouldn't be good is because he knows too much about Star Wars.
I think if it was just him, it would not be good.
Well, yeah, but that is the reasoning.
Yeah,
that is the reasoning.
Yeah, and then you can also consider Favreau, and my thoughts with Favreau is that he does other projects outside of Star Wars, a lot of other projects, and I think that's what makes him so good and so valuable to Star Wars is that and I don't think he wants to be tied down.
No.
He's a wild pony.
I would be good with two people.
He's so money, he doesn't even know it.
Yeah, two people in charge.
That was a terrible joke.
Can we weave this all together?
Yeah, somehow.
Can we weave this back. Let's
weave this back.
Weave this back. Come on.
Weave this back. Sorry.
I just love you. I just love you, fellas. Anyways, yes. So that's news. So we'll see what happens there.
That's that news. Yep, Star Wars news.
That's that Star Wars news. I don't think there's much other Star Wars news right now. I don't think so.
No.
It's been light. Except there's some Star Wars people coming to Comic Palooza here in just a couple of weeks, and our other podcast is going to be there minus Katrin.
Yep.
My brother and I will be there, and we'll actually be talking about X-Men for our panel. But I'm going to interview him because he animated an X-Men movie. But Hayden Christensen is going to be there.
Yeah.
Boba Fett himself is going to be there.
Himself.
Yeah. Yeah. I can never pronounce his name right, so I'm going to.
Alan Tudyk, K2SO.
Yeah. Ming,
and he's going to be a robot in the new Superman too.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's robots everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good time. So if you're in the Houston area, come to Comic Palooza and check it out.
Even if you're not in the Houston area, go to the Houston area.
Yeah.
Do
see
it.
me. Come find me. I will probably be in costume at some point. I mean,
you gotta.
Yeah. I'll probably just do my Death Eater this year.
That's a weird Star Wars costume, buddy.
Well, I don't really have a.
Not with that attitude, you don't.
Oh,
I've got Star Wars I can wear, but I haven't worn the Death Eater full costume out to con, so I thought that would be fun.
Oh, that would be cool. And you can take your wands that you could also purchase.
That's part of it.
At
There you
I Am
go.
Geek
Wands
Shop.
from I Am Geek Shop. So I'm gonna take the wands, go full Death Eater, because that's a pretty simple costume, but it looks really cool. And they're sort of they've been the hot things this last year.
Yeah,
So
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
I have
go.
that one. I have my full Ghostbuster costume, but since we're not staying down there this year because Cage is not going to be here, so we were like, it makes it more expensive to stay when there's not three of us.
Yeah.
I don't want to take a ton of stuff. So Death Eater is the mask and the wands and the costume. So that's an easy put in a backpack type of thing.
There you go.
Opposed to the big proton pack or the lightsabers. But I may bring a lightsaber. I don't know.
Yeah, you should.
You probably will.
I probably will. Anyways, so Compalooza, come check us out. Here in just a couple weeks. June 20.
June 21st to the 20 something. 20th to the 22nd or something like that.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of Star Wars stuff because Andor's over now.
Yeah.
Sad. But did you guys watch Rogue One after watching the end of Andor?
Of course.
I did.
Yes. That was the first thing I did. I was like, it's time. Of course, it pops up and says, you should watch this. I'm like, of course I will.
And then go watch New Hope.
Oh, yes.
Like,
the sequel to Rogue One? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
So yeah, but and then I guess the only other real, not even news, but like, the new movie with Ryan Gosling and the speculations on that and how that's gonna go.
The Last Starfighter.
The Last Starfighter. Starfighter.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a comedy. I think it's gonna be very much in that like almost this could be the first rated R Star Wars movie.
Whoa.
Because you got Taika Waititi is directing it. I mean that's Deadpool and Wolverine and among many other comedies and
I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine's going to be in it. I don't think
they might not.
I don't
probably
think
not.
So. Well, they could be.
You never know.
Yeah,
never know.
We're getting closer
Picture
to
on
the
the
Earth
wall.
timeline.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
I mean, what would your guys' thoughts be if it was the first rated R Star Wars movie?
That's difficult.
Well,
I don't want a rated R Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
not necessarily. At least
I can't
not
take
right
my
now.
kid to it, so I can't take my son to it, so no, I don't want it.
You also probably shouldn't.
You
It's
can
difficult.
take your son to it.
You can.
That's a moral obligation.
You could argue that Andor is not really a family.
Oh no, my
So-
son has not watched that and won't watch
Right.
it anytime soon.
There you go.
So it's already getting there, but that's been the whole thing with Star Wars, right? As we've grown up with it, it's been a family show that you could watch and it was safe and it had lots of good.
My kids love Andor. Louis
Your dog
and Sasha
and cats
and Molly, they love it.
Yeah, that's I get it's like the core fans are growing up, so let's
Sure.
make it more adult. But
Like
I did always like that Star Wars was a safe
Yeah.
family thing. That adults will love it and kids will love it, and you don't have to worry about stuff that they shouldn't see.
Mhm.
So I don't really want an R-rated Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's needed for Star Wars.
I mean, you could probably find an R-rated Star Wars movie. It's probably out there already.
I think
but-
there's ones that are worse.
maybe not R. Maybe like.
Yeah.
Or Spaceballs kind of went that way a little bit,
Yeah.
being kind of it's a little extreme.
It's funny the stuff that we watched as a kid. Like
Yeah.
now I'm like,
No, I wouldn't show my kid
I'm not showing my kid that.
I tried to show my family Spaceballs, but it got kind of tired of it. So,
Oh, how can you get tired of Spaceballs?
I mean, admittedly, some movies that we grew up with are just different now, and it's like they don't have the same feel to them. It's just like,
Yeah,
it's hard to watch older movies. Some older movies.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's one of them. It's
Comb
kinda
the
hard to watch.
desert. Found
Yeah.
anything yet?
We ain't found.
we've been jammed.
Yeah, there are some classic
One,
parts.
2, 3. 4. That's mine too.
Merchandising. All right. There is some Disney news.
Yep.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, there's no Disney news. I was just there. Nothing's new. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of new stuff. What's the Disney news?
Boop, boop, boop. We have to do that now.
We interrupt this program for an urgent bulletin.
Reintroduced.
Finger up. Did you notice that?
Disney this week has reintroduced the new Cars Frontierland.
Planes, cars.
They've changed it,
Yeah.
or they changed the artwork. It's more cartoony now, and they're calling it Piston Peak.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tongue
Pistol
twister.
Pete.
There are some things in it that I like better than what they had. I think they actually did maybe listen to people a little bit. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I think. I still don't really like the placement for cars, but that's just me. I do like that they took one of the old Disney like short cartoon characters, or like the Disney shorts.
Yeah, the park ranger.
The park ranger, and they brought him because that's cool. I like the park ranger guy.
Yeah.
So they brought him and turned him into is it a truck? Is he a truck or a Jeep?
Yeah. Ish.
Something.
SUV
Yeah, I don't remember.
thing.
I don't know. But there's water.
Yeah, lots of water.
It looks like the Rivers of America front half is staying. Is what it looks like.
Well, and then also there's some debate on, is the building in the front Haunted Mansion, or is it the building that you load into the Liberty Bell?
No, that's the Liberty Bell building.
But there's
I'm
people
pretty
that are
sure.
like Disney Food Blog is swearing up and down that is Haunted Mansion.
That is not the
and I'm
Haunted
like,
Mansion.
that's what I said too. I'm
You
like,
can see the Haunted Mansion in the picture. Wait,
There's a
Hold
rendering
on.
that somebody made of a real map with it on there. So they took the cartoon drawing and converted it into real looking buildings and what it would look like. And it's pretty interesting to see. I should have it for us to look at on our YouTube feed here, but I don't have it.
well,
I should have it.
But I
do
don't.
not. And if you want it, then get it yourself.
Just search on Twitter. I mean, you're bound to
Yeah,
find
just
it.
get on the Twitter X. If that's going to be around for another couple days, I don't know.
Peak. Oh gosh, please no. It's working my news.
well, never mind. I don't see it. Oh, he is. Oh, he's a truck.
I don't see it, but he's a truck. I can't see that. That there's a ring light. This is
He's
sorry.
A truck. He's a truck.
Yeah, he's a little truck.
A little truck.
Looks like he's got a like a wagon like cover on the back of it.
It's kind of cool though.
Maybe
I'm
that is
pretty
Haunted
excited.
Mansion. I don't know. I don't.
What? Hey, well, let's do this. Let me show.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Share screen.
Maybe it is Haunted Mansion. I don't.
We're going to show this
If
one.
you're looking,
And there we go.
If you twist it sideways,
Here you go.
maybe it's Haunted Mansion. That one down in the corner. I'm
Down
pointing
here?
like people could. No, to the left.
To the
Very
left,
bottom-
to the
very
left.
bottom
No,
left.
that's not.
That.
It's the way over.
That's so down to the left is what Disney Food Blog is saying is Haunted Mansion.
No,
I say no.
I think it's Mark Twain.
That's what I said, because if you look at where Tiana and
Big
Yeah.
Thunder.
Thunder are, they're gonna have a walkway, and they said they were gonna have a walkway over there to go to Villains.
Mm-hmm.
So what the water next, I think they're gonna put a berm or something, because you look at those trees. I think they're gonna close off Haunted Mansion. And
This is
hope
Haunted Mansion
so.
right here, is it not? No,
No.
that's
No, that's
all part
part
of the
of
land. I think the
dome right there. But
I think the little building at the bottom left is where the Liberty Bell loads in now, and then you come around that corner, and it's going to have a walkway where the water was. I don't know.
Yeah, I would think, according to this map, Haunted Mansion would be somewhere around where the truck guy is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I've seen, and if I can find that image that has all the
I just think I love
Yeah.
Disney Food Blog, but I think they're wrong. I think they're wrong.
They've been wrong
There-
before.
Nah.
I'm really excited about it, and there's lots of features in here that we don't really know what they're going to be.
Well,
I mean,
I
there's-
do like that. It looks like they've taken ideas
Mm-hmm.
from
Us.
nature's or wonder. What is it?
Mm.
Oh,
look,
Wilderness.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's the ride that was going to be there when they first built, and then they changed it to have
I don't know.
Big Thunder.
I think people don't realize how much land is between
Into Wonderland, something.
where Tom Sawyer Island is. Like that's a lot of land.
Right.
Let's see. But they have all the geysers. They have the floating rocks. I think I saw in there somewhere. Yeah, this is all stuff that was in the mine train. I forget what it was called. It was supposed to be like this other ride.
Oh,
Anyways,
I know,
it
Katrin,
doesn't
your email has
matter.
another breaking news. If you need it.
okay.
Yeah, so I like this. I do like this version better than the other concept art. I'll tell you that.
Hey, I've said since the beginning, I don't love the direction, but
Yeah.
I feel like Disney hasn't really missed on a new land. I love Toy Story Land. Like, I wish it was bigger, but I love how they did it, especially now that they're adding covered areas. Of course, Galaxy's Edge is incredible. Pandora was incredible. So let's let it get done, and then if we hate it,
I'm sure
can
it will look good. I'm sure it will look excellent.
I'm ready for it.
I just don't want cars there, but that's fine.
Cars and
Yeah.
Planes. It's based on
Tag.
the land from the Planes, which
Yeah.
I never really watched.
Dusty Crop Hopper, right?
Yeah.
I never watched that one either.
Crop,
Yeah.
Dusty.
Yeah, and then
Crop dusting hopper.
Disney had a new popcorn bucket release. Katrin's favorite.
No, it's not.
Looks like Mickey balloon, but Epcot ball.
Yeah, it's the worst one.
Lame.
Yep. And then they have a new lounge.
Yeah, at
Yeah. Lounge
Epcot, an
opened up.
adults only lounge.
Geo.
It's rated R.
Yeah. I saw a video of it. It looks incredible, especially
Yes,
because there's
it's-
no little monster goblins running around.
Mhm.
Children.
I've heard it's very expensive.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Keeps out the riffraff.
Yep.
Like me.
And then we got 2 new shows at Disney. Well, one redone, which is Little
Yeah.
Mermaid, and now the Villains show.
Have you seen the Little Mermaid show?
I saw the old one, but they
Did you
weren't.
see the video of the
Yes.
new one?
Yeah. I'll say that the tale looks interesting, but the people they have singing, fantastic.
Oh yeah, the singers are fantastic. The tale, somebody said, I've seen that before, and they put a picture side by side. It was like this old bedspread, and it was the same fabric as the tale.
Oh,
But yeah, and then like the opening animation was from the video I saw was very blurry, and they're like, "Is this supposed to be in Are we supposed to have 3D glasses on?" And they're like, "No, it's just very
it's just
blurry."
blurry.
But the singers, fantastic.
That's the problem with Bigfoot. He's just blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just probably
True story.
And then there's another show that's open. And
There's another
guess
one. Breaking
what?
news.
Guess what?
I
He's not
This-
ready yet. Hold on.
Oh,
He's
wait.
talking about the other show.
don't have the new one yet.
And
He's working on it.
guess
Well, I was trying to find
what?
that. Other...
And he's like, yeah. And I can't-
Hold on, gee whiz.
Guess what? I went to Great Wolf
if you want
Lodge.
us to, if you want us to talk about some things that are getting closer, is Test Track is they put the sign out.
Yeah.
They put the sign out today.
Oh yeah.
They were doing some testing while I was there.
Oh, were they
Mm.
testing the test track?
Yeah, they were. They had some vehicles going. So
They're
that was
testing. They're also testing Big Thunder.
yeah.
Oh,
My favorite ride.
So-
The wildest
but it's not
ride
supposed to be
in
open
the
until
wilderness.
beginning of
Yeah,
next
but They're
year.
testing. They have their little dummy carts on it.
That's
going around.
great. I'll be there in October. Maybe.
I'll be there in October. Wait,
I-
what?
Whenever they've done early releases, it's usually like November,
Well, maybe it'll be October.
but it is probably November.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be October.
We interrupt this program with a special report from the Outer Rim.
What the Dark Knight was that?
These are great though. Like
It was like Batman meets Mandalorian.
hey, you make a better one, okay? I made
No.
that while we were doing
I
this
liked
show.
it.
No. That wasn't Din Djarin. That was Dan Jerry.
Ooh,
That was.
off the rails.
Anyways,
Are we
okay.
theming something tonight?
Yes, there's a new show
I mean, we're bad out of time.
at Hollywood Studios called The Villain Show. And
What?
everybody's been speculating that this show is going to be sort of to see what people think about villains for the new Villains Land, which is sort of got pushed to the wayside right now. It's going to be in phase 2 is what they're calling it
What?
now.
It's still happening.
No, yeah. But it's going to be in phase 2, so there's not going to be any really work on it probably till
We're not going to get that until 2030.
2030.
Cars. Yeah, Cars is done.
But I think they
Which
said
I wish they would have done the Villains Land before they did Cars. But whatever. They probably have to do the Cars Land to make way for the Villains Land.
yeah, because
Right.
otherwise you have a river through it.
Yeah,
And we'll think about rivers at Disney.
they're great. So the show is open, and tonight we're going to Star Warsify a new villain show. And little interesting fact about the villain show, it has already got some Star Wars in it. Did you know this? One of the actors who plays Captain Hook is a former actor from the Galactic
There you
Starfighter.
go.
Yeah.
Sage.
Way to go.
Yeah, he does a great job as Captain Hook. But yeah, so basically the villain show, you have the magic mirror, and he's talking about all the villains, and then 3 villains come through in actual live form. And I think, is this the first time we've had a Captain Hook like face character?
In a show?
Just in in
God,
general.
I've had my picture taken with Captain Hook in the parks.
No, face character, like a live person, not just a mask.
Oh. Maybe.
I think so.
Sure.
There you
Because
go.
it's usually like a Mickey Mouse type
Yeah.
Yeah.
costume.
Sure. Yes. I'll say yes.
Not like not like
I believe you.
not like when you
I
meet
approve.
like the princesses where they're actually face
Yeah.
characters. So
Yeah,
a
I
face
approve.
character is someone who doesn't wear a mask,
Who has a face?
has just a normal human face. And then a non-face character would be like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy,
yeah,
them. Okay. For listeners. Okay, so
but not for the little kids. It's still really Mickey Mouse. Just
yes. So the
What?
3 that pop through
What?
that get through that are face characters, not just people on a screen in this show, are Captain Hook,
mm,
Maleficent,
mm,
and Cruella DeVille.
Deville,
Mhm.
Devil.
Yeah. So those are the 3. I think the show starts with Cruella, then it goes to Captain Hook, and then it goes to Maleficent.
What about Hades?
Sure.
He's only on a screen. He doesn't come on stage.
Well,
But he's there.
No, I'm saying
Character in the
the 3 humans that come on stage are those
Humans?
3.
Hmm.
Like they're actual people, not on a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a song and dance show. It's fun. Captain Hook's hilarious. They bring out TikTok the crocodile on a screen like he's in a picture screen, but it moves across the stage and chases Captain Hook, which is hilarious.
Isn't it like almost like a choose your own adventure? Like you pick who is the winner?
Yeah, so the crowd
Yeah.
gets the chant or the applaud for who they want, and so the end, one of the 3 villains will win.
Mm.
The video I saw, Captain Hook won, and I was shocked. I was like, "Oh, cool!" But he did it. Yeah, they do. They all
It's because he has a face.
they all have faces.
Yeah, but he has a face. This is the first time he's had a face.
It is. I'm pretty sure it's the first
that-
time he's had a face, like a human face.
Yeah. None of the other ones matter. They've always had faces. Captain Hook.
So tonight, I was asked on the text to collaborate on this one. We're each
Yeah.
not doing our own.
Yeah.
Because Derek's like, I have no idea. I mean, I've already used my
My Shmee.
my SME. I don't know
Yeah,
what to
right across
do.
the way. You can use the same cast though. But
So
it's
this,
really
yeah.
close.
So the villain show replaced, talking about cars earlier, replaced the Lightning McQueen show.
Ka-chow.
Which that show was. I don't know if you guys ever saw it.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
It was a fun show. I liked it.
I feel like they tucked it back too far and almost like hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is far. If you don't know it's back there,
I didn't know.
Yeah, especially with Rock and Roller Coaster about to close. That's another weird area.
yeah, I still don't understand why they didn't put a Muppet show back there with the Muppetry theme of that ride.
Anyways, I did get to see
Hello?
Muppets one last time, and I cried.
Oh, now you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Bring up the news. No, I'm just kidding.
Breaking news.
We interrupt this program with a special report from the Outer Rim.
Way. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I've got some ideas.
Run with it, man.
Um,
You take charge, and we'll jump in.
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll do. So, I guess we're gonna keep it villains, right?
Yeah. Yes, it has to
Keep
be.
it villains. I thought it would be funny for one of the sections. I don't know who the main villain would be, but I thought it would be funny to have like stormtroopers or a scout trooper or somebody on stage. And so sort of like in the Captain Hook scene where you got the crocodile that comes out, like the stage will sort of go dark and then you'll see little glowing eyes come up. And then like at the end of this song or whatever they do, basically it's the Ewoks coming out to attack the stormtroopers.
Yeah,
That would be awesome. And then everybody can use their cell phone lights,
Yeah, I think
kind of like in Battlefront 2 that Ryan never plays with me.
the flashlight.
I would play, but I don't have the correct ears and microphone,
Oh,
so no one will play with me.
if only somebody would send you that.
I about bought some, but then I was like, no, I've got this good friend that wants to send me some, so I'm not going to buy them.
Right there.
I love Battlefront 2. Anyway, so I thought that would be fun for a stage show. Lights go down, you see all the glowing eyes of the Ewoks, and you hear, the and then the stormtroopers like are being chased around by
Dispersed.
Ewoks. Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That almost sounds like a good one for the tough to be a bug too. So that'd be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
And then I thought, which these aren't big villains, but like a Night Sister scene would be cool. Sort of like
Ooh, that would be
Maleficent,
cool.
like a Night Sister song and dance or something.
Song and dance.
Song
Now,
and dance.
if like you had 3 characters with faces, who sorry, if you had 3 main villains, who would
Yeah.
you want to pick? Like, obviously, you have to have Darth Vader.
You have to have Darth
But he
Vader.
doesn't have, what would he have his mask on, or would he be?
Yeah, I
without
would. I,
mask?
He
yeah,
wouldn't be a face
he
character. He
still
would
has
be.
a face. He still has a face under the mask.
I mean, he could be a face character. It'd be really scary to children.
So I think Darth Vader with a face under his mask, and Palpatine.
Yeah.
But who would like your
Like you.
third?
Would you do like Palpatine and Vader together in a scene so you could get more villains in?
Absolutely.
So you could do like
They're like a
Even-
tag team kind
you
of.
could
Yeah.
do like a ballet scene with
Yeah.
with
They do,
the blue
ice
guy.
skating.
What's his name?
Thrawn?
Thrawn. Yeah, sorry.
No,
The ballet with Thrawn.
they could do the dirty dancing scene together. It'd
Yes.
be fantastic. But who would like? So you have
So-
2 pretty clear villains.
Yeah.
But who would your third be? Like,
I mean,
yeah,
Darth
you can
Maul.
you could have Kylo Ren, but he turns into not a villain, and like
What about-
Palpatine's still the villain.
What about the guy from Solo?
Yeah, he's not big enough. He's dead.
No, he's not big.
From Solo, Darth Maul.
No.
No, he means Voss.
Voss.
Oh yeah,
He's obscure, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
but like
He's a
I mean,
good
you
villain.
could have Maul, or do you go
Maul.
with like a totally different villain? Like, do you go with like an old Legends character? I mean, I know they wouldn't because they don't have them in the parks, but I guess that's the real thing. I would love to see people in the chat like, who would be your third big Star Wars villain?
Mhm.
Jar Jar?
Wait.
Let's see. Let's think about this.
Cad
Let's think this
Bane?
through. I mean, yeah, Cad Bane would be sort of cool.
Cad Bane. You know what? That might be it.
So, not to get off subject, but one of the thoughts I had was, what if it was a bounty hunter? Like, pick the best bounty hunter, and they have like shoot off or something like that. You know, it's like you've got Cad Bane and
Yeah.
Mandalorian, and
You could do Jabba. You could do Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt would be a good one. Yeah,
Jabba would be really cool.
yeah.
But that could also be like one of the video cutaways.
Yeah, that could be a
Yeah.
video cutaway. But you could have
I
his
don't know.
dancer.
I
You
wanna
could have
see
his
somebody
dancers
come
out
out.
there in his band. Jabba's band and the dancers. I
I
mean,
want to see somebody come out in a Jabba the Hutt suit, this big long tail coming out.
But it's got to be like really cheap, like the inflatable
Right,
ones.
exactly. Yeah.
Katrin, I just made another video based
Okay,
off of what we're talking about.
okay, how
This
about
is
this?
great. This is
Who
so
would-
fun.
Who would take the role of the magic mirror?
Ooh,
That's the thing. Who's going to narrate this whole show?
Phasma.
Well,
I would love to have Phasma in there somewhere, just because like you could bring back the March of the First Order vibes, and you know how much it's like one of my favorite things.
I mean, you could do Palpatine as the narrator.
that's what I was thinking, because you think of him as like directing
yeah.
kind of
or
the
C-3PO.
whole thing, you know.
you could do the brother from the father or the son. So they could be the people narrating the show.
or
the Mortis
Balin.
gods.
Balin.
Yeah. But the Mortis gods would be cool because it would be telling the story and then of the Sith.
Yeah, but they got the good side too. So like
Well, he could. No, she's dead. Remember, she's dead. So we got
that
the
we
son.
think.
But
Or what
Palpatine
about-
could be the one pulling the strings.
or the maybe it could be multiple. It could be the
You'd have Krennic
what is the
or Tarkin. Like that'd be kind of interesting, or like like just something like that where you have like one of the holograms come up.
yeah,
yeah,
Inquisitors. That's what I was trying to think of. Sorry.
Oh,
What about the Inquisitors come out?
yeah.
I'm trying to
get
think of like smaller villains. Oh, Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And there's a tie-in because he plays the magic mirror on that TV show.
Oh
Once-
yeah,
Once
that's
Upon a
right.
Time, or whatever it is. Happily Ever After, Once Upon a Time,
Yeah.
something like that. One
There
of
you
those.
go.
We're all over the place tonight.
I like it. This is fun. I'm enjoying myself. Those Ewoks are
That was
terrifying.
terrifying.
What was that?
Anyways, okay, so we've got So what would the scenes be? Maybe we could have the
I
Darth
can't get
Vader
that
Palpatine.
out of my head.
Yeah, maybe the Darth Vader Palpatine. It starts with Darth Vader on his,
Throne.
his bed thing where they're putting them
Oh, yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
ooh.
Palpatine's in the corner, and then he breaks out of that, and like the no, and then it goes into a whole like song and dance.
Yeah. Maybe you could have Dooku in there too.
Or just his head, maybe
Yeah.
Mm.
just rolling across the ground.
Wow.
Well, it is a face character.
Just his face.
Just-
And then, what would a Darth Maul scene be like?
I mean, you'd have to have somebody come out there doing the acrobatic stuff
Yeah,
with Darth Maul. That's all there is to it. Like you'd have to almost do like a Duel of the Fates type thing,
yeah.
but with the robot legs.
And he splits in
Mhm.
half. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Could have a magic trick involved where he splits in half.
that would be kind of cool. Where like his torso's floating,
Flirting.
and his
Flirting with you.
and his torso floats away, and his legs go away, and then he gets the bionic legs. I think that'd be a little
It
much.
could be like a magic show, and they're sawing him in half.
With a lightsaber, yeah.
With a-
Make it a comedy show.
yeah.
There we go. It is a comedy show, so I think it would be okay to have a comedy show with this.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that people do like about Star Wars is the comedy aspect. Even with the villains, even though the villains are very serious in Star Wars, it would be cool to
Scary.
have a little bit of comedy, hilarity.
So
with
that means Jar
characters
Jar has to be in it, I guess.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to have Darth Jar Jar, and they keep
Yeah.
putting him in different things, more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he and
Lisa.
Ray, or Dark Ray, whatever you want to call her. They're both in one of those games where you're
Fortnite.
Not for is it Fortnite? But it's
Fortnite is Darth Jar Jar. I
the
don't know about
turn-based.
Ray.
the turn-based games. that they
Oh,
have.
yeah. I don't think Ray's in Fortnite, but I know Darth Jar Jar is. And of course, I've got the Dark Falcon that has them on there. So. And the white Vader. So that's kind of cool, like the good Vader, Jedi Vader.
So that's our show, I guess. So the finale is going to be the Ewoks just killing stormtroopers.
That's like the pre-finale.
Oh, pre-finale.
I think the finale would have to be like Palpatine versus Vader.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
going to win? And it depends on who you vote for.
Yeah.
Palpatine.
Well, no.
Vader could win.
Well, the vote could happen, but no matter what, Vader wins in that scene. But if you pick Palpatine to win, then it goes into the sequel movies.
Everybody's like, no, don't pick that. Don't pick it.
But we say that, and I still see little kids loving those movies.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, people didn't like the prequels.
But then they wouldn't like it. If they voted for Palpatine and then the scary Palpatine comes on, all the kids would start crying.
That'd be awesome.
Like
that's what we're missing. Like I'm so upset with Zootopia coming in instead of Tough to Be a Bug, because I'm like, there better be a scene that makes kids cry.
They're keeping all this. They're keeping all the effects, so there will be
hamster.
Something will be running over under your deep bottom.
Yeah, but I want the spiders falling from the ceiling.
Yeah,
and like the smoke and a giant grasshopper yelling at you.
Hey, you kids, get off my lawn. That's what he says, right?
I'm Hopper.
Speaking of that attraction, I was watching Clone Wars the other day, and I feel like we missed an opportunity to have Geonosis with the bug people.
Yeah.
I thought we did.
Did we? I don't know. But they look like the big grasshopper, so
we probably had it.
Maybe you did. I don't know.
I don't know.
If we didn't, then
just
we
remember that there was a helmet.
If you did, then good for us.
Yeah, I just remember there was a helmet.
All right, so do we have our show? The Villain Show, starring Darth Vader, Palpatine, Darth Maul, hosted by
Jabba. You forgot Jabba.
Oh, Jabba makes an appearance.
Cad Bane.
Special appearance with Jabba. What's Cad Bane going? He's going to do like a
special appearance kind of thing.
Yeah, he'll come. He'll be like a little parsh in the middle where they do this like show where he's shooting
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and
hosted
a variety show.
Hosted by Darth Jar Jar.
I honestly think Moff Gideon is the host. Would be
yeah, should be the host.
Yeah, it's the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
you don't have to. I mean, this is our way. Like
it is our way.
Rule, so it could be basically two characters, two characters with faces, and
you could even have different shows. You could even mix it up, so it's not.
You could have Boba Fett, and like you could have one time where it runs and it's bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Villains bounty edition, bounty hunter edition.
They all have masks on, so I don't know. Maybe.
Gosh,
but Jango Fett
knowledge
fall over as well. Fall off.
I mean, there was no rule that they had to be.
No, I was just trying to make a point. Captain Hook had never been a face character before.
Yeah, it's the man without a face. Girl by any other name.
Anyways, this has been chapter 47 of Living the Landsphere. Thanks for joining us.
Bye bye.
Take us out, crazy Ewoks.
Oh, the Ewoks. What in the world?
So we'll be back in 2 weeks, or what's the schedule? I don't know.
Who knows?
There's no telling. There is no telling.
If there's a attraction you want us to Star Warsify, let us know in the comments or email us at livingwiththelandspeeder@gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Or on social media, just let us know. And then hopefully we have some guests coming up. I know Derek's got one lined up.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. I've got a couple lined up. We're just going to get the dates settled. And then we'll be back to Star Warsify another Disney attraction. What will it be next time? No one knows. Not even us. Nope. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.